Am I recording? Of course I'm recording. As you can see, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto on PC, 60 FPS, but that has nothing to do with anything. This video is about not my PC and GTA, but this. That's right, it came. As you can see, it has a DS emulator, Final Burn, which is just a arcade emulator. MAME, also arcade emulator. WonderSwan, Japanese only handheld, which is probably about the size of this unit. That's pretty much was the size of the WonderSwan. It was like a Japanese handheld. Capcom CPS-1, which was Final Fight, and some other stuff. I can't remember what else was CPS-1. CPS2, which is not Darkstalkers. I don't think that really should have been Street Fighters, like Street Fighter 2, like Rue or somebody should have been there. CPS3, which I do, that is correct. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and stuff like that was CPS3, but all of the CPSs were arcade engines for Capcom. MSX, which I think is a PC, like old PC game emulator, and I don't want to say PC emulator because then you'll be like, oh right, I can play fucking Halo. No. MSX is old PC games, I think. PC Engine, TurboGrafx 16, Nintendo, self-explanatory. The first NES, Game Boy, Super Nintendo. There you go. Hold on, focus. Let me get that to focus in. There you go, right there. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, OpenBOR, which was basically homebrew games, like custom-made games. They got some pretty good ones in here too. Genesis, which is not Genesis. I tested this. That's actually the Master System. So they got that wrong. Game Gear, which is Game Gear. Mega Drive is where the Sega Genesis games are, even though the Mega Drive was the European Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis was, our like Mega Drive. It's like it wasn't, but they got it wrong. They're saying it's Genesis, but this is actually Master System. Dreamcast. I haven't like I wouldn't go in Dreamcast because I tested some of the games and I'm like, why is Dreamcast even on this thing? Like you clearly need a stronger model to run Dreamcast more effectively. This don't do it all that well. Like maybe some of the 2D fighters probably would run great, but I haven't even tested them. Neo Geo, self-explanatory. Neo Geo Pocket was Neo Geo's. Basically, it was their game, their Game Boy. I don't know if we got the Neo Geo Pocket in America. PlayStation, PSP, and I think that's it. Like PlayStation, PSP. So yeah, you got a few emulators to mess around with. PlayStation probably would run okay on this handheld as well as PSP. Probably not the more demanding games like PSP's God of War or something like that. PSP's version of God of War probably would run poorly on this, but this is a good entry point. I actually like this. They have a stronger, more up to date model. Like I might be looking at that one in the future, but yeah, like I got it. It's on. It's in my hand, and I'm about to start working on it. Peace, Dante.